So everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Career Mode here on FIFA 19. Newcastle away is the next game, as you can see in this episode, and we're looking to try and build upon the good results we had in the last episode, looking to try and push towards that Europa League spot. As you can see, the table comes up now. We're sitting in fourth, doing very well at the moment, playing some good football. Not far behind big teams like Man City, even Spurs, who sit top as well. And as you can see, we're playing Newcastle, who are second from bottom against, who are just below Cardiff, who started poorly. Newcastle sits second from bottom. Going to the team news, as you can see, it's going to come up onto the screen for you now. We're reverting back to a full-strength side for Newcastle. Mitrovic coming in against his former club, hoping to score against his former club. Hopefully bag a goal, hopefully try and win the game as well. As you can see, we're going back with Rico in goal, has been good. Making a number of changes now, swapping Schürrle and Sessegnon onto the left-hand side and right-hand side respectively. I eventually moved them across back into the game, so I've got the team line up wrong. But as you can see, it's a full strength side against Newcastle. As you can see, I'm mucking about with the team selection there, hoping to pick a full strength team to try and win the game. Add to the 3 points as well, which would be an important 3 points. As you can see, we've got a busy December period in this career mode, trying to score plenty of goals as well. As you can see with Mitrovic there, still tampering with the starting 11, as you can see here, trying to alternate the team. I think that's Cabano coming onto the bench. I think Chambers, comes onto the bench because Chambers is a bit tired. He comes on. Fingers crossed we can go to Newcastle, get a massive 3 points and win the game. Let's look at Newcastle's team on up. It is, I think that's Carl Darlow in goal, with a flat back four that includes DeAndre Didlin. I think they're Lejeune in the backline share as well, with Santos, and a strong midfield three as well. Four in the midfield actually. It's a 4-4-1-1. I think there's with Muto leading the line, so it's going to be a tough, challenging game here at St James's Park. So an main early chance for Newcastle. I think it's our first goal. In fact, a lovely little knockdown there, and what an absolute finish that was from Seri. Good work from Mitrovic there. We crossed the ball in. The header gets cleared from Schürrle. We put it back into the box. Mitrovic muscles out two centre halves there, knocks it down brilliantly. It's a really good move from us there. Lovely little knockdown, and the finish from Seri. I mean, he's having his own little goal of the season competition in our save. As you can see the replay on the screen for you now. Kearney wins the header. Mitrovic knocks it down into the path of Seri. He strikes it right on the sweet spot, sweet as a nut, and it flies into that top corner or middle of the net past Carl Darlow, who's got no chance, and it's 1-0 to Fulham early on. Then literally straight after that, we go up the end, up Newcastle's end with again. We press quite highly, win the ball up the pitch, good turnover, play it into Mitrovic, and you're thinking here he's going to get his goal against his former club. He shoots, it gets blocked, I think, in the end. He looks frustrated there as we follow up with a corner here that gets flung into the box here. Unfortunately, it doesn't come to anything, it gets cleared, but it's a big chance for Mitrovic there to score against his former club. As you can see, the half-time whistle blows. It is 1-0 to Fulham. We do go through with a goal, wonderful goal from Seri. Newcastle didn't really have any chances in that first half, and it was quite a poor half from them. We had it really quite had it easy in that first half. It wasn't challenging at all. As you can see, I do make a change here. Antonio comes in for Mitrovic, who looked absolutely knackered, and we're going to go into the second half, fingers crossed, trying to get the second goal and trying to win the game again. It's a little half chance here for us here. I think it's from Stefan Johansson. We do play it in. It's a poor finish in the end, and he goes through one-on-one. It's Vieto, drags the ball wide. We do get a corner, but poor from him. The full-time whistle does go here, and as you can see, hopefully on the screen in a minute, we do replay that wonderful strike from Mitrovic. It's a really, really good goal. In fact, from Seri. A really good team goal. It's probably my favourite goal we've scored in this series so far. As you can see, Kearney wins that flick on there. Mitrovic outmuscles two centre-halves there, gets his head across the ball there. Lovely little knock-on. And you can see they're all dipping this shot here, the venom as well. It's a really good finish from Seri. It's probably his goal of the season. He scores some absolute crackers for us. His goal of the season. And we move on to the next game. So before we do get into the next game, we do a bit of player training here, changing some of the players. We've got some of our academy players who've come through. It's part of our youth programme to get some players' ratings up by 10 and play them in, I think, 10 first-team games too. So we changed that about, do a bit of training here, good scores all round before our next game, which is against home to Wolves. So as you see here, I'm again making a couple more changes for the game against Wolves. A couple of players still ain't fully fit, a couple of players tired. We do make a couple more changes, trying to bring fresh legs into the starting 11. And I think we end up opting with Sessegnon back on the left. I don't think he started against Newcastle. I think he played a couple of minutes against Newcastle, but he's fully fresh and fit for the Wolves game here. We're going through some of our reserves here as well, looking to bring Johansson. I think that is Schürrle back on the right hand side as well. It's our best strike force. We keep it really the same, really, not too many big changes really for this game against Wolves, who started the season quite well, and it's going to be a very, very challenging game. They sit at about 11th, so it'll be very tough. As you can see, it's a wet, rainy day at Craven Cottage here. A poor, wet game here. And I think Wolves, looking at their team line-up so far, it's Fulham versus Wolves, as you can see here. A very wet day at Craven Cottage. Not much is going to happen here, I don't think, at all. The team lineup for Wolves is in goal. It's John Ruddy. I'm surprised no Rui Patricio. A number of players who've been dropped. Courtney Howe starts at the back as well, with a number of players who've been dropped. Like Connor Cody's not in there. No Patricio either. No, I don't think there was no Jimenez either. I don't think, which is a bit of a surprise. A number of notable players for Wolves dropped and not in the game, which could give us a big chance to even get 3 points in this game so far. So our first main chance of the game comes from Mitrovic. Had a good cross from the right hand side. He gets lots of power behind it, but unfortunately it's a comfortable save for Ruddy in the net. But we do take the lead in about the 30th minute here. Good build-up play again down the right-hand side. We do get a wonderful ball in, as you'll see now. I think it's from our from Fossey Mention, I think it is. And Mitrovic cracks a lovely sweet volley right off the laces, up and over John Ruddy into the top corner. I think it's his 12th now of the season for us, and he's really developed into a very good player for us in his career mode save. He's scoring goal after goal after goal for us, and it's fantastic to see. And if he keeps this up, he'll be an outside bet for a golden boot. Wonderful crossing from Fossey Mention, who's been superb, and a wonderful hit from Mitrovic, 1-0. Chance for Wolves here, a good save from Rico early on, their first main chance of the game. Yeah, we do make it 2-0, a good cross in from the right-hand side. Mitrovic with a header. I did think this actually went over, actually. It somehow dips over the head of Ruddy under the top corner, and it's a wonderful goal in the end. We do make it 2-0 on top of half-time, which is always a good time to score in the end. A wonderful header from Mitrovic. I think it's 13 for the season now for him. He's turning into a wonderful striker for us, our main focal point, our main action, our main best player as well. As you can see here, we do cut inside. I think it's Schürrle in the end. Gets a wonderful ball in on the left-hand side. Mitrovic header, all the neck muscles there to get underneath the ball to direct it up and over the keeper, and it's a wonderful finish right on top of the interval, and he's been an absolute star for us, Mitrovic. Really good acquisition, and it's 2-0 to Fulham. So it's half-time here. We go through at half-time 2-0. Wolves started okay, had a couple of shots, but not much really to talk about other than that. Again, Wolves have a little chance here, good cross in, a good little header as well. It's sneaking into that bottom corner, but it's a good save from Rico in the end as well. Get a late goal here. I think it's can't remember who scored it. I think it's Costa, and then he goes through one-on-one, finesses it round the keeper, could be in for a squeaky finish. But in the end, we do hang on. The full-time whistle goes. We do win this game 2-1. A massive win again. Another win again. We're winning lots of games this season, surprisingly. Massive win for us. Huge. On the game, we're home to Huddersfield in this game. We're sitting 11th in the league. Challenging game. Let's get into the game. Craven Cottage again is the place. Another wet and rainy day at Craven Cottage, but a stat comes up with the best offensive team in the league. 15 goals conceded ahead of Leicester, who've conceded 2 more. Good stat to have. So look at Huddersfield's lineup. It's Ben Hamer in between the sticks. No Jonas Lossell in goal. Or Danny Ward either. Tommy Smith at them in the back with Schindler as well. And Chris Lerver as well completes that back line. Hogg in the midfield is a good player as well on his day. And also Colin Kwana leads the front line. And you'll see in this game, he causes a lot of problems in that first half. And he's a big target man for them to aim at. Huddersfield's first main chance. They come out very well. Lovely good turn and shot here. And it's a good save from Rico early on. Already 5 minutes or so in, under the cosh already. We'll do take the lead here. It's actually a simple clearance, whacked upfield. Kwana beats Lamarche into the flick on. I think Van La Parra down the left. He crosses it in. We do try and clear it. And at the back, the Huddersfield man comes in and tucks it into an empty net. And we do deserve to be 1-0 down here. Quite poor play from us defensively. Poor clearance in the end. And we go 1-0 down just on top of half-time. Actually, again, another chance for Huddersfield right on top of half-time here. They break forward again. It's a simple cross to the back stick, completely unmarked. And again, it's a wonderful save from Rico. He's been a fantastic keeper for us. Alarming signs. As you can see, the half-time whistle does go in the end. We are losing 1-0. Luckily to be 1-0. They've had about 2 or 3 big chances of Huddersfield. We should be really going to the break about 2 or 3 down. And we do look to try and alter the formation here. We're not playing well this 4-3-3. Antonio is quite isolated in terms of first team, in terms of service into the box, service into his feet as well. We need to try and get a player who can tuck in behind him. We do opt for the 4-2-3-1, I think it was in the end, with Kamara just sitting in between him and the midfield as a cam there, with just 2 midfielders sitting high up behind him initially there. We do look to the 4-2-2, but we don't want to play that. We go for the 4-5-1, in fact, sorry, with a cam in there, or 4-4-1-1, sorry. I'm naming all these funny formations. Kamara drops into cam, and also Cabano comes onto the left-hand side for the Ty de la Torre, try and get that bit more width and creativity and spark down the left-hand side for us in the second half. As you can see, the equaliser does come just past the hour mark here. Johansson fluffs a 1-on-1. Luckily, we've got Antonio coming through on the rebound, fires it into the roof of the net. His second goal for us. We do make it 1-1 right on top of the hour mark, and we need to try and get a winning goal here urgently. The winning goal does come, in fact, on the 81st minute. A good cross in. Rui Font, who came on in the second half, gets a little flicked, deft touch to it, directs it past the bystanding Hamer. 2-1 to Fulham. Could it be a last-minute winner, a winning ugly game as well? Full-time whistle does go in the end. We do win this game 2-1. Huddersfield have a little half chance at the end. The referee blows for full-time. It's a massive win for us, a huge win. Keeps us in touch with that top 4 and Champions League place, which is fantastic for us as well. So to conclude the episode, we do have a little bit of team training. That's the end of the episode for you guys. Do like it, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new as well, and we'll see you all for the next episode of the Career Mode on my channel.